Salvete omnes. This was the sheet I asked you to see what you could figure out the other day on Monday when I sent out the videos. Now it's Friday, and I think I haven't seen anybody send a picture to me. So will you go, you might pause the video for a moment, and please go get your workbook pages. We're going to do just a little bit of singing today, and we're going to do 2 things on workbook pages, and then I will say Merry Christmas to you. So take a moment, pause this for a second, and then let's work this out together, okay? All right, salve again. We're going to look at this. We had already done the first line of this. Now, just to remind you, this is a verb chart, and it's showing all the different ways we can do some first declension verbs here. And what we're noticing is that we have singular verbs on this side, and we have plural verbs on this side. And we have first person and first person, second person and second person, and third person and third person. And it tells you right underneath that, first person singular means I. Second person, when you talk about the second person, you're talking to you. And the third person is talking about he or she or it. He sits, he lives, she walks, she sees. When we look at the plural, that first person always talks about when you're talking about yourself. So I am going, I see, I jump, I eat, right? But if it's plural, you are always part of the we. I am with other people and I say we eat, we jump, we sleep, we fly, volare. Volemos is what that would be. Anyway, so that's what the first person plural is. When you talk about other people, you all is the second person plural. And when you talk about the third person plural, you say they eat, or they swim, or they play. Okay, so now we filled out the first line. I want you to look at all those words on the first line that we filled out the other day. Habeo, habes, habet, habemus, habetis, habent. What is exactly the same in all 6 of those verbs? Habeo, I have. Habes, you have. Habet, he or she has. Habemus, we have. Habetis, which is you all have, and habent, which means they have. What's the same? This is easy, right? I'm going to underline it. Hab. You can underline it too. Hab. Habemus, but the hab is the same. Habet, the hab is the same. Habes, the hab is the same. And habeo, we actually can call that the stem of the verb. All right, so we see in every instance the stem stays the same, but the ending changes. So now let's look at the next one. We have edis given to us, and edimus given to us, and we have edunt given to us. I'm actually going to circle the stem. That's staying the same is edis, edis, edimus, edunt. Next time I'm going to let you think about it before I tell you. Okay, so now we're going to the first person singular, I. And look at this. We have habeo, we know ambulo, and we see teneo, and this one is different. Sum is different, but these are the ones that we all can count on. And what's the thing that's the same with all of those? There's an ending. Did you guess it? O. O is exactly the same. So let's take that stem that we have, edis, edimus, edunt. Let's write the stem here, ed, ed. And then all we have to do is add the ending for the first person, which means I, edo, I eat. Edis, you eat. And now we'll put that stem down again, ed. And what is the ending for this? I will help you a little bit. It's going to be like here, we have an is. Now we're going to do an I, and then do the same thing that we see on this line. Habet, ed. What is going to go there? What's the last letter we're going to add on? If you said T, you're right. Okay, so looking over here, edimus. So we're going to put that stem again, ed, and I'm going to put an I because I see that pattern right here on edimus and edis. And so we're going to go add what is the same in this one, in the second person, all you all. Habitis, ambulatis, estis. We're going to add a tis. Excellent. Okay, ambulo. Remember what that means? Edis, edo means I eat. Ambulo means I walk. So we have ambulo, ambulat, ambulatis. So what would you say the stem is for ambulo? Ambulatis, ambulat is here in the middle. What's the same on all of them? Ambule. Okay. A M B U L. And then we're going to add what? I see here that we have an A, so I'm going to throw that A there. But on the second person singular, I see habes, edis, and S. So the last consonant at the end has got to be an S, ambulas. Okay. Now, ambulant, you'll maybe remember this from one of our stories because we have talked with this word. We're going to write the ambula. And what's the ending for first person plural? Habemus, edimus, tenemus. We're going to do ambulamus. Ambulamus. Okay. Next one, for you all, when you're talking to lots of people directly. Habetis, editis, ambulatis. Already gave it to us. All right, then we're going to go to the last one. Habent, edunt, tenent, and sunt. What are the last letters you're seeing on all of these? There's always a vowel and then an NT, vowel and NT. The vowel changes a little bit. So what vowel do you think we'll use for ambulas, ambulo? Ambulas, ambulat, ambulamus, ambulatis. So we'll write our stem again, ambu. And what vowel did you decide? An A would be the right thing. And then we add the NT, ambulant. We're almost done with this chart. Okay, teneo. Teneo. Okay, tenet, tenemus, tenent. What looks to be the stem to you that we'll add the ending to? Looks like a number, doesn't it? Okay, teneo. We're going to write 10. And then when we're in the second person singular, our ending consonant looks like the S. And it looks like in tenet, The vowel is an E. So we're going to do T-E-N-E-S. Teneo, tenes, tenet. Tenemos. Now we have this ending T-I-S, T-I-S. Tenetis is what it will be. So T-E-N-E with this macron. I haven't been paying attention to it, but it's all right. Tenetis, tenet. Okay, and then the last one is the verb that means to be. I am, you are, he or she is. And then when we say we are, it's going to look like this first person right here. So I'm just going to tell you, it starts with S-U, and then what's the ending for we? All of these end with mus. Hey, we filled out the whole chart. Now, sorry about my finger appearing in the screen there. Just for a minute now, let's actually say all these words. We're going to start, and I'll give you an example, and then we'll do the first line together. This is habeo, habes, habet, and it all means to have. I have, you have. So, but we're not going to worry about translating right now. We're just going to feel the pattern of saying these because it's kind of fun. Habeo, habes, habet, habemus, habetis, habent. Habeo, habes, habet, habemus, we could throw in the macron there. Habetis, habent. Your turn, say it with me. Habeo, habes, habet, habemus, habetis, habent. One more time. Habeo, habes, habet, habemus, habetis, habent. We did that faster. Okay, next one. Edo. Edo, edis, edit, edimus, editis, edunt. Join me. Edo, edis, edit, edimus, editis, edunt. Again. Edo, edis, edit, edimus, editis, edunt. Can you do it even faster? We'll try it. Edo, edis, edit, edimus, editis, edunt. That takes a little practice. I don't blame you if that tripped up your tongue. Okay, we know this one a little bit. Ambulo, ambulas, ambulat, ambulamus, ambulatis, ambulant. Join me. Ambulo, ambulas, ambulat, ambulamus, ambulatis, ambulant. One more time. Ambulo, ambulas, ambulat, ambulamus, ambulatis, ambulant. Okay, we're almost done. Teneo, tenes, tenet, tenemus, tenetis, tenent. I like saying that one with all the T's. Let's do it again. With me, please, join along. Teneo, tenes, tenet, tenemus, tenetis, tenent. All right, and then the last one, to be. Sum es est, sumus estis sunt. A little slower, join me. Sum es est, sumus estis sunt. One more time. Sum es est, sumus estis sunt. Well done, recte dici, well said.